So the Bitcoin dip did not last too long. The bottom looks like it might be already in. So where are we headed towards now with Bitcoin and the overall crypto markets? Let's dive into it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on X as well if you are watching over there. And let's get into our video here. So we can see the crypto market is in a bit of a recovery right now, up about 3%. Market cap back up to about 3.33 trillion. We can see Bitcoin is sitting at about 101.8 right now, climbing steadily. It's climbing fairly nicely. Let's jump over and take a look at TradingView because I like their charts better. And we can take a look that this was that dip that we saw right here. This was it. And really, it doesn't look any much different than this dip, than this dip. Do you see where I'm getting at, guys? These things happen and things recover. So that's pretty much where we're at. I think a lot of people were freaking out over a little bit of market manipulation, in my opinion. I know that people are scared with the tariffs that Trump is imposing on Canada, Mexico, and China. However, Bitcoin is fairly resilient, and the dip did not last that long. So this was a surprise 17% correction started yesterday, basically. And we saw the lowest level for Bitcoin in nearly 8 weeks. The ongoing macroeconomic pressures remain the primary risk factor in this equation right now. And really, like I said, it has to do with tariffs and just, investors are a little bit scared with uncertainty. They don't know what's going to happen. Any uncertainty in the market, and I say this repeatedly, any uncertainty in the market usually means people will get scared. People will exit their positions, panic selling occurs, and that's basically what we had occurring over the weekend. So Bitcoin, BNB, Solana, and XRP did not fall below their 90-day lows. So not all cryptos were equally impacted. Some of them fared out fairly well, and obviously some of them fell, double digits and in fairly high double digits too. 20 and 30% respectively in some of these coins. Though traditional markets were closed over the weekend, and that's why crypto felt the brunt of this, right? And now that President Trump had talked to Mexico earlier, he's supposedly talking to Trudeau now, in the Prime Minister of Canada. But Mexico has come to a bit of an agreement. So Trump said that he was going to postpone tariffs for another month. So we'll see what happens with them. But they are dedicating a bunch of military personnel to their border to help control it. So that's pretty much what he wants. I think that this is a little bit more of a power move too, in my opinion. It's more of an economic thing. Trump wants to reduce taxes for Americans while taxing, foreign providers for shipping their goods to the United States. So you kind of can't blame them, but then on the other hand, there might have been a little bit easier way to go about this without scaring everybody. However, the markets love a good chance to dump. So economists at Goldman Sachs said that these changes for China's tariffs could reduce China's real GDP growth in 2025 by 4.5%. In retaliation, China's Commerce Ministry claimed on February 2nd at the World Trade Organization that Trump's decision was a serious violation of international trade rules, according to CNBC. So they're exploring their options there, trying to figure out what they can do. But we get a lot of goods from China, and we'll have to see what happens there. But there's still some uncertainty there. There's still some uncertainty with Canada, so we'll have to see what happens. I know the United States gets a ton of energy and oil from Canada. So yeah, Trudeau offered to match the tariffs for U.S.-based goods in Canada. So there is a little bit of a trade war starting to take place there. As far as how far it will go, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, Trump and Trudeau can come to some kind of an agreement today. But Bitcoin derivatives held up surprisingly well. Even the S&P 500 index dropped about 1.8%. The dollar, the DXY, approached its highest level since November 2022. I saw today gold actually hit its all-time high as well. I do believe it was its all-time high that I saw. I don't have that in front of me. It's just something that I remembered that I read earlier. So, but the Bitcoin funding rate turned negative on February 3rd, indicating reduced demand for long leveraged positions. Bitcoin open interest actually remained fairly stable though. So, things are starting to look like they are recovering and stabilizing. The dip in Bitcoin's price below 94,000 only lasted less than 4 hours. That's not that bad. That's actually fairly resilient in terms of Bitcoin's price action. But derivatives suggest the short-term price bottom has been reached, but could also indicate concerns about the stock market performance, which may limit Bitcoin's potential upside beyond $100,000. So we'll have to see what happens with the stocks. Obviously, sometimes they react a little bit differently. And really, where this all occurred over the weekend, like I said, crypto took the brunt of it. And really, what happened here is a lot of people get scared out of their positions. People were scared into selling, and kind of took that, they took it really, really hard. There was a lot of, a lot of negativity and negative sentiment on social media over the weekend. But hopefully things are back to normal here. We're seeing a nice recovery in a lot of altcoins. Some are yet to really come back, but they kind of do it in waves. So we'll have to keep an eye on things. Obviously, I'll give you guys another update later on. And I do thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys fared out okay. I was doing a bit of, I call it shit posting on Twitter or an X. Just telling people, this is a part of the game. This is a part of the cycle. We get these dips, like I showed you guys, like even on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart that we looked at. Let's actually pull that back up just so that we can take a look at it again. Like I said, that this was the dip. This was the dip that just occurred right here. I mean, it doesn't look any different than these other dips. When was this? Back in December. This one was January. We obviously got big rips up here, but I mean, you guys zoom out and you can take a look at other charts here. I mean, there's some really big moves here on Bitcoin. It's been very resilient, and that's why people love cryptocurrency, because of these swing moves and the ability to make money and trade this thing. So that's what I got for you guys in this video. I just want to thank you so much for tuning in again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.